Hello, my dear gardeners. I am hiding in the shade today around the garden, taking it easy. I just finished watering everything. And let me tell you, when you are recovering from the disease, garden is such a good place to be. By the way, I'm feeling 100% better, no side effects of Lyme disease, so it's a time to celebrate. And today I'm going to harvest, for the last time, I'm going to harvest the stalks of my rhubarb, Victoria rhubarb. It's a green variety. It would be nice if it would be a red variety. I think I will introduce the red variety on another side of my garden. Rabbits don't like it, by the way. I'm digressing. And I will make a rhubarb jam with you, and maybe I will entice my husband to sit here and have a chat with me with a little rhubarb jam and maybe some sort of pastries. We recently celebrated 25 years of marriage, so it would be a nice time to spend it, to have a little party with the rhubarb jam right from the garden. Feels so good to be outside. And our woodpecker on top here on our maple tree is so busy. Look at all the fresh wood chips falling down. I think he's almost finished because he's not there. So we will have a family of woodpeckers. Although they are very busy, those buggers. As you can see, my garden is slightly neglected, which is fine. I will get to it. I want to show you one beautiful delayed bloom in my garden, and it is Gabriel oak rose, which I planted recently, and it is giving us welcomed blooms. It's kind of late for the season of first flush of blooms, but it is so cute here. Look at this. I made a special protection for this rose because there is a lot going on. As you can see from here, grass is all almost killed because frisbees are not stopped here. And look at this rose. A pretty lady in the garden. She has her own nice space. I decided to go with needles as a ground cover here, and I think it looks pretty. And the only thing what I didn't think about placing rose a little bit to this side, because rose is going to go that way. I placed it strictly in the center. It's okay. Maybe one day I will move the loop a little bit to fit the rose. We will see. All right, but this is sunny here. So let me move back into the shade. I was trimming my generous gardener right here. I'm not going to go there right now to show you because it's very sunny. So let's go back to my rhubarb. The shower of wood chips here. Well, my camera just malfunctioned, so I did all the harvesting without you seeing it. So I'm going to repeat what I said, and my mouth and my actions are not going to coincide. So, rhubarb. When is the best time to harvest it? When the spring begins, nice stalks are there, and then before July sets in, at the end of June, the beginning of July. Why is that? Well, we don't want to exhaust the plant. We want to treat rhubarb as a perennial in our garden, right? Although the mass production, usually they go the way of harvesting everything, and that would be the end for the plant because rhubarb wouldn't have strength to survive through the winter. I'm not going to do it. I want my rhubarb to be a long-lived plant in the garden. Looks like rhubarb loves it here, this semi-sun position here. And this is the last time I'm doing it. And I'm leaving rhubarb to prepare for the winter and for the fall and store all that energy in the root system. So I collected quite a few of these stalks. I disposed of all the leaves because leaves are poisonous for humans and animals. And I'm going to make a jam. Time to do it. Meanwhile, this guy is back and he's almost done. He's almost all into his little woodpecker house. You know what? I don't have the heart to take all the blooms yet. They're kind of beautiful in their decayed stage. Well, they are starting to fall off. But for now, these are probably one last mega bloom plant in the garden right now. Soon other plants are going to pick up the show, so I'm leaving it for now. And it does look good. So, all right, so rhubarb is going to be turned into very quick jelly. And in our house, rhubarb jelly doesn't hold long. So I'm using it, I'm just putting sugar on it, not making it too sugary. I don't like very sugary desserts. So, and it really goes. One seeding in the morning and all the rhubarb jam is gone, at least in our household. But there is nothing like handmade jam. Doesn't compare even close with store-bought. All right. And with this jam, we are going to have nice potato buns. They are, let me sit, why am I standing here? Nice potato buns they are staples for our household. We always make them, I always make them, kids love them. They're easy to make. I'm going to share with the recipe under this video. And they're just go-to recipe for me. You can do all sorts of fillings with them, or like us, we are just going to put jam from rhubarb into the middle of them and make a nice dessert out of them. All right, almost done. So I'm going to put it on the stove for 15 minutes and it's ready. Hey, get out of here. Here you go. Meanwhile, I'm staying in the shade here and I came up here into this corner. This needs to be cleaned out. Branches are falling off. But you know what I was thinking? My ajuga, variegated ajuga, is doing so well this year. This is the first full year of it living here, kind of spreading vigorously. And it is conquering the ground cover of needles. Here we have a very inconvenient spot. You see this edge here? It's a little bit elevated and the stuff is always spilling here on our brick sidewalk. And I'm looking at my ajuga, as the way I have to deadhead it, and I see that ajuga right there is doing such an excellent job of keeping needles in and our sidewalk a little bit neater. So I'm going to harvest my ajuga and plant it all the way around here with hope that it will start conquering the area here, do well with needles. And you know what? It's so easy to get the new plants from ajuga. Look at this. The roots are already ready to grow and get established. Look at all this. It's so satisfying to grow ajuga, although the good stuff can be really bad because it spreads so ferociously. But in this case, it's all good. I don't want all these new plants to grow on my stepping stones. So I'm going to collect them all here. And plant ajuga there. Here I have the bowl to keep all these guys hydrated meanwhile. It's very hot today, so I don't want them to wilt and then to be planted. I'm not going to keep them a long time in this water, just for 10 minutes. Right now, baby ajugas don't look very happy, but they're going to perk up with daily watering to help them to beat the heat of the summer, and they will take off. I wouldn't worry about them. Ajuga is tough, and hopefully this would be the solution to this corner of the garden. And by the way, you know what I'm going to do with all that surplus of needles? Well, maybe you remember, I started an experiment with my hydrangea here at the back of the garden. So 2 years ago, I planted a hydrangea, and it clearly had pink blooms as the second year in the garden. So I got alarmed that my soil is moving towards alkalinity, which is not really good news for roses. Oh, the sun is strong here. Let me hide in the shade. So what I did in the spring, instead of doing mulching with wood chips, I decided to mulch with needles from my pine tree. And I wanted to find out how long it would take for that mulch to start acidifying the soil for my hydrangea to turn pink, to turn blue, because pine needles are known to acidify the soil. They're natural soil acidifiers. Guess what? Look at my hydrangea. Okay, we had very kind of cold winter, so hydrangea blooms are damaged, so we don't have top blooms. But whatever is blooming inside is leaning towards pink, blue. It's clearly not deep blue color, but it's not pink either as it used to be last year. So the experiment is working, and I didn't think that needles would work so well and so quick. What, several months, and we have the results already? So I'm going to use, from now on, I'm going to rely on my needles from this pine tree to spread around the garden, especially around acid-loving soil, acidic soil-loving plants, aka roses, and rely on that mulch as acidifier for the soil. Great, I'm happy I did it. This is my generous gardener on another side, and recently I went in and I trimmed the branch from the pine tree because this area is shady. So right now, after generous gardener finished its blooms, you can see yellow leaves here. They are not black spot leaves. This is just a natural response of the plant, maybe to the shade and maybe to the drought conditions which we had, because we just went over through a huge heat wave. So don't be alarmed. Generally, this is the messiest part of growing rose, messiest time in the life of the rose, when all the petals are falling down, all the hips needs to be collected, some leaves are getting yellow. So it's a tired stage in the life of the rose. It needs to be supported right now. So this rose received 1 week ago, no, less than 1 week ago, received good amount of fertilizer. I watered it with fish emulsion. I stay on top of watering because dry, slow release fertilizer is going nowhere in the soil. You want that fertilizer to become active, be available to the roots of the plant, and roses are going to perk up. There's no way they're going to stay in this somewhat sad stage, right? All right, Mr. Carmody. Here we have a little bit of buns, potato buns, and our beautiful rhubarb jam.
Beautiful. I like that.
It would be nice to have a little bit of wine. Our 25th wedding anniversary, but I'm having kefir to keep my digestive tract happy from all the antibiotics I'm taking. What are you having?
Iced tea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's clink our glasses together.
As long as we're together and healthy,
right.
That's the main thing.
Kefir and tea will be good.
Yes, yes.
Now, this is still warm. Try it.
Thank you for making it.
I tried it. It is so good.
Oh, I know. I know it's going to be good. I've had this before and I love it. It's a family favorite.
Yeah, the minute kids find out that we have jam here, oh, they're going for it. How is it? It's still warm, right?
Yeah, it is. And it's excellent.
And these are potato buns,
done.
the best things. Really work. I can cook them in 2 hours, under 2 hours, and they're ready.
Yeah. It's a nice combination. It's very good.
Wonderful. Chase the
I
fly.
like it. I like the taste of the rhubarb. Another gift from your garden.
All right, Mr. Carmody. Here's to another 25 years.
Yes, God willing, another 25 years.
Happy gardening.
Happy marriage.
Happy marriage.